Alright, so this is going to be another movie review. Just tried to do at Starbucks, but their crappy Wi-Fi kicked me off again. So here goes. Take two. This one's called Toy Story 3, 2010. Believe it or not, I'm giving this 4 out of 5 stars. After I just badmouth Pixar and Disney, this has to be in the top 10 of animated kids movies of all time. And most of the stuff that Pixar, Disney does, I avoid plague, but there are some good ones. For instance, think of Ants, A Bug's Life, Legends of Oz, Dorothy's Return, Megamind, what else? Lego Movie. It's right up there with those movies, in my opinion. And it really surprised me, especially the Barbie line. I mentioned the non-aggression principle in a couple of previous videos. What Barbie actually says is consent comes from the authority, or no, excuse me, let me state that again. Sorry. What she said was authority comes from the consent of the governed, not from the threat of force. And I think some conservative reviewer got confused and thought she was channeling Thomas Jefferson or Abraham Lincoln, for Pete's sake. I think what she was trying to say, Barbie, was that she preferred the absence of coercion to the prison that the cowgirl described at the daycare center. So I'm going to go check my steak. I'll be right back. But there are a couple other things that I really liked about this movie. And like I said, it came as a complete shock. Toy Story 3. I haven't seen Toy Story or Toy Story 2 or Toy Story 4, so I can't really say if it's better than the other 3 movies, but it's a whopping 8.2 on IMDb, which is close to my rating, actually. And supposedly the best out of the 4. Supposedly. It's also got Ned Beatty as the giant evil teddy bear Lotso. I'll be right back. I'm going to check on my steak. Hold on. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. It was sizzling pretty good there. I had to flip it over. A ton of grease spilled on the stove, but I cleaned it up pretty good. Anyways, getting back to the movie. So it starts out with Andy, the owner of these iconic Disney Pixar toys. He's going off to college, and he's sick and tired of playing with toys. Kind of reminded me of my son. Kind of gave up on toys after falling in love with them. At age 5, we used to go to Toys R Us every Sunday and just hang out there for hours. But then he got sick and tired of toys. Now he just plays on his cell phone pretty much. But getting back to Toy Story 3, okay. So he's packing up, he's deciding what to do with his toys. He wants to put them up in the attic, but he puts them in a garbage bag. And his mother mistakes the garbage bag for normal garbage. She takes it up to the curbside, of course, right when the garbage truck is pulling up. Woody rescues them, and then they hide in the donation box to the daycare center. So they end up going to the daycare center, which is like an Anne Ryan version of daycare. If you've ever seen the South Park episode with the Ayn Rand daycare center, that's what it's like. These little brat kids, these like 3-year-olds, are ripping apart the toys, throwing them up against the wall, and throwing paint on them, and sticking them up their nose and stuff. Just total chaos. And then there's Lotso, voiced by Ned Beatty, who's the evil teddy bear tyrant, forcing these toys to get tortured by the younger kids at the preschool or the daycare center, or whatever it's called. And they eventually they capture Buzz Lightyear, and they reset his thing in the back so that he's obedient to Lotso. Then he locks up all of his compatriots, his former compatriots, all those toys in the bins, and he's keeping guard. And then Woody goes off to some girl's house by mistake. He ends up escaping, but then a girl picks him off the tree because he landed in a tree. And he's kind of dangling there, short enough for her to reach and grab him. And she adds Woody to her toy collection. And I'll be right back. I gotta get my steak. It's probably done by now. Hold on. Looks pretty done. Sorry about that. So getting back to the story. Okay, so Woody's escapes from the girl's house. He with the help of the other toys there, the girl's house, he looks online to see that he's right across the street from Andy's house. So, but then he meets this clown toy who tells him all about evil Lotso. And so Woody gets a guilty conscience. He wants to go back to Andy's house because he wants to be loyal to Andy. But then he goes to the daycare center. He rescues the toys. They manage to escape, but then all of them end up in, including Lotso, end up in a dump truck. This is when the movie starts getting really good. I told you about the Barbie quote. The great Barbie quote. I don't know if they had like 30 screenwriters and one of them decided to be an iconoclast and just completely go against the grain of the lamestream Disney, Pixar, Hollyweird community. But that just came out of nowhere and it was just bizarre. I loved it. It just came as a total shock to me. I know I'd seen that clip many years ago, but I completely forgot it, and it was great. Anyways, they end up in this dump truck, and then it gets really dark and disturbing because when they go to the dump, they get into this like metal grinding machine type thing with fiery furnace and everything. It's quite scary looking, actually, and I really enjoyed it. First hour or so, I was really getting upset by this movie. I wanted to give it 1 out of 5 stars. I wanted to say, I hate you, Disney. I hate you, Pixar. But then the last 45 minutes or so just almost completely reversed the first hour, in my opinion. And the ending was great with one reviewer says it brought manly tears, could play the violin towards the end. They do a lot of other tricks to get, I know they're trying to appeal to parents who are forced to watch this in the movie theater with their 5-year-olds. Because there's a Dreamweaver sequence song when Ken and Barbie meet for the first time. It's like Love at First Sight or whatever. And then some funky R&B hit from the 70s in the other scene where Ken's showing off his clothes in the dollhouse. But getting back to the end, so one reviewer said it brought manly tears, and it didn't quite do that for me. I knew it was a trick to play the violins at the end, but still a great ending. I thought Andy handled it well, the situation, and yeah, it surprised me. This I thought I was going to absolutely hate this movie, but I don't know. I just it just grew on me. It just got better and better towards the end, like I said. So not highly recommended. I'm not going to say check it out. I'm not going to post the trailer or the movie in the description box, but it's definitely one of the better animated kids movies, and I might add that animated kids movies are probably the least favorite genre of mine, right down there with sports documentary and romantic comedy. So that's about all I wanted to say. I'm going to eat my steak now. I got through most of Cleopatra Jones, which is an awesome blaxploitation flick, so I'll probably review that on Tuesday. I just just ran out of time thanks to the bonus features on Toy Story 3. But anyways, I didn't hit my goal of 3 movie reviews today. I apologize, but I got 2 in. And Cleopatra Jones is going to be a fun review. I love that flick. Absolutely fabulous so far there during the first hour. So that's my plan for Tuesday. And have a good night, everyone. Laters.